Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story, the last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the number 5 seed in the playoff, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. So Baylor's offense making their way on the field to open this game. We'll see. off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
Solid run. They'll bring him down to the 28-yard line.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gainer.
He'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Baylor. Strong game by this quarterback. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The Cardinals offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Fighting him off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Using his legs, it's Martin. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking for a deep completion. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big... for this offense through the air.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
On first down, it's play action. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he's tackled after the catch.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Bringing pressure. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Martin. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
He moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. Quarterback drops back. Defense is coming after him. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot. Avoids the sack. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
To the air, it's Johnson. And it falls incomplete. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Took contact on the throw. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Here comes a handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The offense already has 1 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a 2nd time? Scanning the field, it's Johnson. He's running out of time here. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches. The Bears will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the 1st down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
And the Bears come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And at 1st down, they go right back to him. And Kirk Baylor has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the 2nd? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And he will score. Touchdown, Bears. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire 1st half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the 1st down yardage. And the Cardinals will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught on the outside. It's Martin.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that 1st down? Great job by the D.
The Cardinals will have to kick this away. On the return, it's Porter. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. Short throw complete to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Baylor. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he fields it inside the 50. On the returner, lost the ball. Oh, it's grabbed by the kicking team. all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? They'll run it to the right side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get...
The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
This is good pressure by the defense. It just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looking for his back. Makes the catch. It's Martin. Goes out of bounds after an excellent run, but not enough to pick up the first down. And the Cardinals will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Bringing it back, it's Porter. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. To throw, it's Johnson. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. They'll run the option. Pitch to the back. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They've been great on 4th down so far today. 3 for 3. Can they stay perfect? Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. The Bears are going to keep this drive moving. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
And here's the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
They'll try to run for the first down. And the Bears moving quickly down the field here.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. The Bears will line up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Johnson. Looks to his left and makes the completion. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now. And the Bears line it up with 1st and goal.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. But the 4th quarter really starts to wear you out.
Second down and goal upcoming. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback keeps the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Oh, my gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight, couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Running out of time in the pocket. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Long enough and good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Now, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decided to take care of the football and look toward the second half. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Lets it go quickly. And he pulls it in for a big gain. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42. The Cardinals will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. And looking to throw now on first down. And the sophomore's got him for a sack. That sack sets up a second down and very long. And he'll set up to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense brings him to the ground as the final seconds of the first half tick away. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate who'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
The Bears will kick this away to get the second half going. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab behind the line. It's Martin. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Getting set. Here's second down. Linebacker shifting around now. And now they'll run it on the draw. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And the Cardinals lining up here on 1st and 10. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Quick throw testing the middle. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Come to the line for second down and very short now. Looking for some space. It's Martin. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. And that one's straight down the middle.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. The last possession, they settled for a field goal, but really worked on the clock. Let's see if they can do that again with the lead. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Movement here from the tight end. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass. It's Johnson. Receiver makes the grab. Gets into space at the 50. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. The Bears keep the football on the move. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Receiver in motion now. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
Let's fly to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Hard running there, breaking tackles. Now look at the return after the interception. Good shape.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the 2nd half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Brought down on the play at the 11-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
He has first down yardage at the 46.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Bears begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Looking to pass. It's Johnson. It's complete. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. They'll run it to the left. They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
And the quarterback dropping back. Touchdown, Baylor. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Caught near the sideline. It's Martin. 2nd down play coming up. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Short return tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Handoff from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. At the 20. Touchdown, Bears. And this one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hicks. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain. A completion sets up a second down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Going for a big play downfield.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Cardinals come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. They look to throw it here on second down. It's a short completion of the tight end.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Crucial third down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Second down after that completion.
Brings up second down.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Wheeler. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. With the catch, it's Wheeler. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. Well, the defense knows, Kirk, might take more than one tackler to bring this tight end down.
Well, anytime as a defense, you always want to rally to the football. But against this guy, you especially want to do that because you saw he breaks through that first arm tackle. I thought he might be able to pick up even more yards, but good job of getting extra hats to the ball.
He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. So two big plays in the road. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. A juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain. Second down and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Fighting for the end zone, but doesn't get there. They'll spot the ball at the 3.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. And it's good right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback just kneels down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. And the Bears will line up to punt it away. And they'll kick it away here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. He went way up to grab that. And he steps out of bounds after the interception, and that will be the final play of the game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.